Hi all. The next very important current affairs thing that you all seen in the recent newspapers and TV news, that is the presidential polls that is scheduled for July 18th of 2022. So the notification will be on June 15th and the rest of the process will follow. So the chief election commissioner is the person who announces this. So we all know that the Election Commission of India is going to conduct this presidential election. So that is very clear. Then the presidential electoral college is very much different from our normal election. In this normal election, we all are have the right to vote and choose our legislative assembly members or member of parliament. But for Rajya Sabha, our legislative assembly members, they select the Rajya Sabha members. Now, the presidential election, the electoral college is a very different thing that we can see today. We shall discuss about it. So, in this election, we have the data. The electoral college comprises 4,809 members. Out of them, 233 from Rajya Sabha, 543 from Lok Sabha, 4,033 MLAs of the assemblies of the states and union territories of Delhi and Puducherry. The total value of votes will be 10,86,431, out of which the breakup is 5,43,200 from MPs or 700 votes each for an MP and 5,43,231 for MLAs based on the 1971 census. This is very important thing. This vote is being decided on the basis of 1971 census. 2021 census, there is some problem because of the COVID-19 breakup. That's because of the COVID-19 that census has been not properly done. So here in this election, it's been 1971 census population figures has been considered and the votes are being provided for the people representatives, that is our MPs and MLAs. So another one very important thing, that this is the time here the state of Jammu and Kashmir, they don't have any representative to vote to take participate in this election. Why? Because we all know that the union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh were formed in 2019. The MLAs of J&K are no longer part of the electoral college. In the previous presidential poll, that is in 2017, 87 MLAs of the state of J&K have been participated. So now, another one very important thing that we should note, that according to population, the vote value of each people representative is being differentiated. So we all know that Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state in India. We all know that Delhi ka rasta Lucknow se hoga. If you want to rule Delhi, you have to go through Lucknow. The UP, that is Uttar Pradesh, has the vote value of an MLA from Uttar Pradesh is 208. Whereas the smallest state, Sikkim, the vote value of an MLA is just 7. And everything we have the base on the Constitution of India. So next we move to the Constitution of India. That is part 5. Part 4A is fundamental duties, and after that we have part 5, the Union, chapter 1. 52, article 52 says about the President of India. Article 53, executive power of Union. The executive power of Union shall be vested in the President and shall be exercised by him either directly or through officers subordinate to him in accordance with this Constitution. Then Article 54, election of the president. The president shall be elected by the members of an electoral college consist of the elected members of both the houses of parliament, that is upper house, that is Rajya Sabha, lower house, that is Lok Sabha. Both are included. The elected members of legislative assemblies of all the states and union territories. Then Article 55 talks about the manner of the election of president. As far as practicable, there shall be uniformity in the scale of representation of different states at the election of the president. Then the term of office of the president. The president shall hold office for a term of 5 years from the date on which he enters upon his office, provided that the president may, by writing under his hand, address to the vice president to resign from his office. The president may, for violation of the constitution, be removed from the office by impeachment in a manner provided in Article 61 of Indian Constitution. The president shall, notwithstanding the expiration of his term, continue to hold office until his successor enters upon his office. Any resignation addressed to the vice president under class A of the proviso, the class 1 shall forthwith be communicated by him to the Speaker of the House of the People. So Article 57 talks about the eligibility for re-election. Yes, sitting president is eligible for re-election will be the answer for this. A person who hold or who has held office as president shall, subject to the other provisions of this constitution, be eligible for re-election to that office. Then 58, Article 58, qualification for the election of president. No person shall be eligible for the election as president unless he is a citizen of India, and then B, has completed the age of 35 years, and C, he or she should be qualified for election as a member of House of the People, that is lower house. Then another one important thing, a person shall not be eligible for election as president if he holds any office of profit under the government of India or the government of any state or under any local or other authority subject to the control of any of the said governments. Office of profit should not be held by the presidential candidate or the president himself. Conditions for president's office, Article 59, the president shall not be a member of either house of parliament or a house of legislature of any state, and if a member of either house of parliament or a house of legislature of any state be elected president, he shall be deemed to have vacated his seat in that house on the date on which he enters upon his office as president. So people's representative, simply we can understand that people representative don't have the right to become a president. If they become a president of India, on the day when they enter into the president's office, they have to resign from the post which they is already holding. The president shall not hold any other office of profit. This is very important. President should not hold any office of profit. Then another one important thing, Article 60, oath or affirmation by the president. Every president and every person acting as president or discharging the function of the president shall, before entering upon his office, make and subscribe in the presence of Chief Justice of India. So he has to take oath in front of the Chief Justice of India. In the absence of Chief Justice of India, the senior most judge of the Supreme Court available an oath or affirmation in the following form. That form is being clearly given in the Constitution of India, that you can read there. Then Article 61, procedure for impeachment of the president. When a president is to be impeached for violation of the Constitution, the charge shall be preferred by either house of parliament. Impeachment procedure is a somewhat bigger procedure. Article 61 of Indian Constitution deals with procedure for impeachment of president, that is removal of president from his office. Article 62, time of holding election to fill vacancy in the office of president and the term of office of a person elected to fill casual vacancy. An election to fill a vacancy caused by the expiration of the term of office of president shall be completed before the expiration of the term. That is, before a 5-year period that the elected president is to be the is to be complete his period. Before the period of completion of 5 years, the next election should be happened, and the new president should take the position of the office of the president from the previous president of India. So these are the things that the Constitution of India is saying about the presidency. Thank you all.